you know what the situation is that amongst the African American community, there's not a lot of leadership. And so they gravitate to a leadership factor that help keep people off the streets, right? So Farrakhan is seen as one of the leaders in the African American community, and I think there's a lack of leadership right now in the community. So people are gravitating to what they see as the leadership of that community. But I do think, with me in a position where I am, where being an African American Jew who's learning at a high level, I think there's a narrative shift that's happening. I think there's a time where there's a situation where, there's an education component that needs to happen now, especially for the next generation to understand, like, this is, we have to figure out a way to now, somewhat teach the next generation on, positivity.
You really seem like you can be somebody with all that's going on, within racism and anti-Semitism that really could bridge the gap between the Jewish and the African American communities. That seems like something that you can really be a big help for.
That's the idea, bro. That's the idea, because right now I think there's a lack of leadership within the African American community. The ideal of love and kindness resonates throughout the entire Torah, right? Without the entire scriptures, right? There's more similarities with the African Americans and Jewish people than they are differences. And I went over a few of them. The Holocaust and the transatlantic slave trade. There's post-traumatic stress between both from those events. You think about all the persecution is always the Jews or the blacks or the colored or whatever the title was. You look at this situation and they both are Semitic people. They both are, there's so much similarities here. I don't understand why there's so much, because you know what it is? It's lack of education. And so that's what frustrates me the most, because now it's a matter of educating to clean up all this diffusion and hatred, to get rid of this anti-Semitic talk.